All right, welcome in everyone to another deep dive. Today we're going exploring the world of cybersecurity, but with a bit of a twist.
A twist.
Yeah. See, we're talking about phishing, but not just those emails we all know and love to hate.
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Attackers are stepping up their game big time. They're adding phone calls to the mix, making these phishing scams even harder to spot.
It's really fascinating, actually. I mean, it's all about exploiting trust, isn't it? The trust we have in these, big name companies and playing on our natural reactions, like when we're in a hurry or when we're like worried about something.
Exactly. So we're going to play break this whole thing down. You know how these callback phishing attacks work, or what they call TOAIDs, I guess.
Co-aids?
Yeah, telephone-oriented attack delivery, I think. It sounds kind of funny for something so dangerous, right?
Right, yeah. Telephone-oriented attack delivery, TOA. It's a bit of a mouthful, and yeah, a little misleading, maybe. But the attack itself, it's anything but cute. It all starts with a phishing email, like the kind you'd get from, say, Amazon or your bank, something familiar.
And these emails, they look so real these days, don't they? I was reading it
Yeah.
that there's been like a 140% increase in these attacks recently. That's got to be a sign that this is getting, really bad.
Oh, absolutely. They're using all sorts of tricks to make them look legit. Like they copy company logos perfectly, even use those email authentication things.
And there are even those invisible characters they use, right?
Yeah, those are sneaky. They use those to like disguise a bad website address. You think you're clicking a link to your bank, but it actually takes you to some fake site where they try and steal all your info.
Ugh, that's so creepy. So wait, you're telling me that sometimes the email itself doesn't even have the bad link?
Often it doesn't. Instead, they'll say there's something urgent you need to do, like you have an overdue payment or your account's about to be suspended. And they'll give you a number to call.
So you think you're calling, customer service or whatever, but you're actually talking to the scammer. Talk about a trap.
Exactly. And once they've got you on the phone, that's when the real manipulation starts. They use all sorts of tricks to get you to tell them your information, your, personal stuff, your bank details, or they might even get you to download something that puts malware on your computer.
And it seems like they're really going after financial platforms, right? The research mentioned PayPal, Zero, QuickBooks, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. They're sending out fake invoices, too, through like dummy accounts. They try to make it all look as believable as possible.
It's scary how good they're getting at this. So what can we even do to protect ourselves? I mean, it feels like they've thought of everything.
Well, there are some, red flags you can look out for. You always want to really scrutinize those emails, especially if they're pushing you to act quickly.
So, what what should we be looking for?
Things like mismatched email addresses, where it doesn't quite match the company it's supposed to be from, or weird payment notes, or a customer service number that just looks off.
Right. And I guess it's always best to go directly to the company's website, yeah. Don't just call the number in the email.
Exactly. And never, ever give out your personal information over the phone unless you're absolutely sure who you're talking to. Legitimate companies will never pressure you like that. If anything feels off, just hang up and call them back using the number on their official website.
And checking your bank statements regularly is super important too.
Absolutely. If you see anything suspicious, report it to your bank right away. And a good password manager can also be a lifesaver. Having strong, unique passwords for all your accounts can make a huge difference.
So it really all boils down to being vigilant, right? Being aware of the tricks they use and taking those extra precautions.
Exactly. Knowledge is power, right? The more we understand how these scams work, the better we can protect ourselves.
Totally. And cybersecurity is always changing. There are always new threats popping up. Where would you recommend people go to stay up to date on all this stuff?
Oh, there are some great resources out there. The FTC's Consumer Information website is a great place to start. And the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, or CISA, they have a really informative website too.
Awesome. We'll be sure to include links to those in the show notes for everyone. We've focused a lot on financial platforms today, but this can happen with any online service, right? Social media, shopping sites, anything.
That's right. It's important to stay vigilant no matter what site you're using.
So stay aware, stay safe out there, everyone.